everyone, welcome back to another digital planner video. Today I am doing another part of my ZoomNotes series. If you guys have not watched Rebecca, I cannot think of her last name, but I will put her information down in the description box, so please go check her out. She did do a series on ZoomNotes and how to set it up and all of that. And like I said in my first video, I know that when you're trying to learn something new, you want as many videos as possible. So I figured I would do a set because you may learn something from me that you maybe didn't learn from her. But I actually learned a lot of stuff from her, so thank you, Rebecca, if you are watching this. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have learned ZoomNotes. And I've also heard that the GoodNotes 5 is finally coming out, or at least I don't know if it's a beta or if it's the full version. I just heard that, so I'm not exactly sure. They said it's supposed to be coming out this coming Tuesday. So, like I said, I don't know if it's really true or not, but hopefully, maybe I can go check out all the new features in GoodNotes. But for now, we're just sticking with ZoomNotes. So what I'm going to do is open up my ZoomNotes. In the first video, I talked about the home screen, all the buttons and all the stuff that you can change and do, how to import your planners and everything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my meal planner for reference. So in this video, I'm going to show you, let me get my pointer. Whoops. So I'm going to show you all of these buttons and icons and what they do and all of that. So we're going to start at the very top up here. So of course your first one over here, I don't know if you can see my little laser pointer up here. This arrow that's pointing to the left, that is to go back to your main home screen. The next one is like your undo button. Oops, let's go back to my laser pointer. So this one right here is your undo. This one is just a tool setting. So if you click on that, and this is where you can insert photos, you can insert web addresses, you can use your camera, you can screen grab certain images, you can import photos, of course, insert photos from Wi-Fi. I've never used that, so I'm not sure. Events, you can add in events through ZoomNotes, and it will also import it onto your iPad's like default, or the calendar that comes on your iPad. So it will also add it into there. Excuse me. And then you can import PDFs, search text, and all of that with that one. And then of course your trash can icon, which is right here. So the next one over here, these are just, you can set these up however you want to. So how I have mine set up, this one is just so you can maneuver your planner around and not really mess with anything, or you can tap and hold on something to select something. So that kind of makes it easier to select certain things. So say I want to select this. Whoops. Go back to my laser pointer. Come on. It's wanting to be a little picky today. Okay, so say I want to select this line and I want to like move it or copy it or whatever. I can do that with this. It's kind of like your like in GoodNotes. If you're used to GoodNotes, you know how you select lasso to lasso certain things, and this one is like your pen tool. So it will just like move stuff around and not really select anything on your page unless you like tap and hold on something. So I'm going to select that again and just tap and hold, and you can see that it selected it. And these options come up, and I can copy it, I can move it to my clipboard, or copy it to my clipboard, delete it, grab it, just whatever. So that's what that one is. The next one that I have up here, and like I said, you can change any of these by tapping and holding. and then you will see like your toolbox pop up, and these are all the tools that you can select to place up there. So say I wanted this smiley face, I just click on it, and this is where I can add in like my own stickers that I would use more often. But I'm thinking about creating a sticker book and just using a sticker book for that instead of using this, so I won't use that much. So I'm going to tap and hold, and I had this one. This one is to, I forgot exactly how they called the shape of it, or the, what they called it. So I'm just going to call it your oval shape. And what this one does is you can, like, say you want to link something. In ZoomNotes, you can link things to different pages. You can add more links in with ZoomNotes. So what I did was just say I wanted to select these days to add a link, so it will go to those days, if that makes sense. You can do a link for every day, so like that, or you can do it for like the first half of the week, or you can do it for the whole week. It just depends on what spread you have in your planner. And if you just tap on it, it gives you more options. You can use the fill. So if you just want to make like a box to cover all of that for some reason, you can. Or you can change the opacity of it all the way down so it's no fill. So that way you can create a link. So if you want to create a link, you just click on this where it says link. And then you click on pages and direct. And then you click on this arrow over here, and then you can select what page you want that to be linked to. So you would say link it to your January 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So that's kind of what that is. And then also this blue box that I created over here, I just created that just so I know that it's, you know, my Saturdays, and I know that that's when I have to pay bills and all that. So you can do stuff like that. You can also use, let's make another one. So you can also use a image. So let's tap on it, image. And I guess you can only copy it from your clipboard. I haven't messed with that one, so I'm not exactly sure. Or you can just do a border if you want. Let's go back to none. Or like I said, you can change the fill color to any color that you have in your color palette, or you can create a new one. You can change the opacity. You can even do a gradient effect as well. But I'm just going to click on flat, and since I really don't want that, I'm just going to, whoops, hold on, see if we can get it. Oh, I have to do and I'm just going to delete that. So that's what that one's for. It's mainly, for me, I just mainly use it for creating links and my boxes, like for my weekends and stuff. So that's what I use that one for. And then, of course, the next one, which is your text. So you click on that, and then you just tap, and it will create like a text box. And then here you can change like what font you want, and that's another reason why I love ZoomNotes. And hopefully GoodNotes will get this in GoodNotes, and I might actually go back to it. It just depends. But you can use any of the fonts that are pre-installed on your iPad, or any fonts that you have installed on your iPad. You can change the color of it. You can use the color palettes that you've created, or you can choose another color. You can also change the sizing of it, and it goes pretty big. So, and then also with this, you have these options to do like if you like a bullet journal style type planner, then you can use those, or you can use this like little box right here to have like a little checkbox. So once you have finished it, you can just tap on the text, and as you can see, it created a little X over it, so that just says you completed it. Or you can tap it again to remove it. And since I don't need that, I'm just going to delete it. So that's what that one is. And then of course your next one that I have is your eraser tool. So anything that you write or draw, that's just what that is. The next one is where you can select multiple things. So like say I want to select all of let's just say this whole page. So I can draw a line over the whole thing and it will select the whole thing. Excuse me. And it will tell you that if you click on it again, it'll tell you that 17 items were selected. And I don't really mess with that much. Or you can clear it if you don't want none of it. Or you can copy it, duplicate it, stuff like that. Or to get to that as well, just tap and hold. And then it'll also give you the options to copy and delete and stuff like that. So that's what that one is for. And then of course this one that I was just using, I guess if you want to call it an arrow, is your laser pointer. So if you're doing like a presentation and you have your iPad somehow on like a bigger screen, you can use the laser pointer so people can see, exactly where you're pointing to. The next one that I have up here, in which you can turn this off, is just the name of it. You can tap on the Z up here and you can change the name of it. You can change if it has a cover or not, read only. You can add number to your pages, which none of that I really mess with except for like the has cover. And you can also do this on the main home screen as well. So your next one over here, which is this one, this is your layers. So you can add multiple layers in ZoomNotes. Unlike GoodNotes, you can add layers. And I really like the idea of that because you can say you want to delete a sticker. It's a lot easier to select that sticker in your layers. You can also like rename it. So let's just say stickers. You can rename it. You can also change the opacity of that sticker or that image or whatever. And I would recommend to do all of your stuff on separate layers. So it's kind of sort of like how Procreate works. So if you're used to Procreate, you may be okay with this. Then it also has like your master layers. And I think I will go into more details with layers later on in another video. So I will do that later on. Your next icon is this Apple icon. And this is where you can activate your Apple Pencil, which normally if your iPad is already synced with if your Apple Pencil is synced with your iPad, then it will automatically be turned on. But if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off and just use your finger. Which for me, that's just not what I really, or that's for like your drawing tools and stuff. But I would personally leave that on. And then you can also change like which ones you want to be able to use with the Apple Pencil, the pressure strength. You can use single finger to do certain things like select, pointer. Ooh. Oh, looky y'all. Look, I can do the pointer with my finger. Oh my goodness. I like that. I think I might have to change that one. Let's see. Whoops. I guess it's for that one. I'm just messing with this, y'all. So I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. We're just going to keep it on that one, y'all. So, but you can just change a couple things in here that your Apple Pencil can use. And, let's see. Allow gestures when drawing. Oh, I know what that one is. That one is if you turn the setting on to like if you cross out something, it will delete it. But I don't use that one. So that's what that one is for. So your next icon that you see, come on, is this page with like the corner bent in. This one is, which is for this sidebar. Normally it is horizontal, but I changed it in my settings, which I showed you in the first video how to do that. I changed it to where it's vertical, so that way I have just more room up here at the top. And when that is turned off, you don't see it, but when it's turned on, you see your side panel. And what this is this allows you to change your from different pages, because in GoodNotes all you had to do was swipe with your finger like this. But in ZoomNotes, they technically would use a white background, and it would be like a unlimited background, like whiteboard if you want to call it. But since we imported our planner, that's just what we'll see. And as you can see, I can make my planner so small, like really small. So it gives you like pretty much unlimited space to really write. So you would use this back arrow to go backwards, or you can use your links however you want to do it. And then of course the arrow to the right will go forward. The one in the middle will take you to your overview of all of your pages. Oh, excuse me. And it shows you every single page that you have in your planner. So that's pretty similar like to GoodNotes, but it's just set up a little bit different. And then with this one right here, when you have a page within a page, and what I mean by that is if you hit this one right here with the little plus sign on the page, if you hit that, it will add a page on your planner or wherever you want to add it. And you can change the sizing of it or however. Sometimes it wants to be a little picky. But we're just going to come on. There we go. We're just going to say that. So what I can do now is double tap on this page, and it will take me into that page. So it's like a page on a page. It's kind of like a sticky note, if that's what you want to call it. And to get back out of this, to go back to your planner or whatever, you would actually click on this icon right here that has the page with the arrow up. You would click on that to go back to your main, to basically get out of that sticky note. That's pretty much what I call it, is a sticky note. So I'm going to delete that, and I will show you a example. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to delete. It's just a little, sometimes it's a little slow. Excuse me. Let's see if okay, there we go. So this is my actual planner. So I'm going to, go to my, actually no, that's not where I wanted to go. Where is it? I'm trying to think of where it's at. I think it's in my, yes, the Boho Berry Challenge. I have been trying to do that. And as you can see, I have a monthly spread, and in each single day I have I call it a sticky note. So I can double tap on that, and it will zoom in for me, as you can see here. And normally this stuff isn't on it. I don't know what it is with ZoomNotes. I think it's just because it has so much stuff in it and it has so much stuff to process that sometimes it is a little slow on doing certain things. But I totally think it's worth it. And like I said, to get out of that, you would just click on your page with the arrow up over here on the side. Just click on that. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can move it. I had no idea that I could move this. Wow, I just learned something new, y'all. Oh my gosh, that is like so exciting. Okay, I don't know. That is awesome. I did not know that. That just amazed me. But I guess if you tap and hold on it, wherever this is, you can actually move it. That is awesome. See, like I can move it down there. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, and it appears back to where you moved it to. Okay, I just learned something new, y'all. But anyway, so that's what I mean, a page within a page. I call it a sticky note on a page. And you can also do, if you are, let's say you're on your sticky note and you want to add another sticky note onto this one, you can do that as well. See, like you can also, of course, resize it, and then you can, let's see, let's get that box off. Double tap on that and it'll take you into another page. And then over here, it will let you know like how many pages, like how many sticky notes you are in. So there's number 2. So I am in 2 different sticky notes right now. To get back out, just same thing. Page up, page up. So that is how you do that. And you can create, like I said, I call them sticky notes. Yeah, that's pretty much how you do that. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Okay, and then the next icon that you see over here, come on, pointer, is this box with the arrow up. And all that is so you can export it like in an email, Google Drive. You can save an image to Facebook, save it to iCloud, open it into maybe a different app. You can also save them in different formats, which I just leave mine as a PDF. So there's like, it's just different ways to share it. And then of course your next one right here with the 2 arrows, you just tap on it and it will get rid of all of your like toolbars. And then well, that one still popped up, but there you go. So that will just get rid of your toolbars pretty much and make your screen a little bit bigger. And then of course on the side over here, this is just some icons, how I have it set up and the ones I use the most, which is my pen tools. This one is my felt tip pen. So I'm going to tap on that. And if you tap on it again, once it's selected, it will give you the option to change like the sizing. You can also change which pen you want to use in here as well if you accidentally selected the wrong one, or if you have other icons instead of all the pens, which I just use the pens more. You can also change the colors. You can also save, say you like a certain sizing. As you can see down here at the bottom, I have some that I saved. So it's like I can use, just quickly like tap on it and it'll automatically go to that size and that color and that pen. So that's pretty much what that is. And then you can also customize here the thickness of your pen, the opacity of it, rulers, I really don't use that one. And then here is where you would save your pens. So let's say I wanted this coral one and I wanted it, I can even also go to here and type in a certain size if I wanted to. So let's say I wanted it at 1.5. So, and then you hit the return or enter key and then you go to your saved. And to save this pen, like the felt tip, whatever it's called, and then the sizing and the color, all you would have to do is just hit the plus sign. And as you can see down here at the bottom, it saved it for me. So that's how you can add in different pens and stuff. And then the next one I just have is my ballpoint pen. And then my calligraphy pen, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, is my calligraphy pen. And then I also have my highlighter on the sides. And also with this, you can change it. Whoops. Change. Come on. It wants to select my planner. This you can change to where you don't have none of these icons at the top. But all of that, I'm pretty sure I covered the top ones in the very first video. So if you want to learn how to get those, then please go check out the first video. But normally they are all over here on the sides. But like I said, I just changed it because I was watching Rebecca's videos and I changed it So that way it would give me a little bit more room and it wouldn't look so cluttered on one side. But if you guys want a more in-depth video showing you guys how to do that, I can do a video on just showing you how to add the icons and how to take away and stuff like that. So just let me know and I would totally do that for you guys. Okay, so the next one that we have is, come on, where's my pointer? Sometimes you gotta talk to it nicely. Is this one right here, and this is like a table. So if you want to add, so say you want to make your own, like a monthly grid, you can do that. If you tap on it, again, while it's still selected, you can also change how many columns you have, how many rows you have. Let's see, you can also do like a dot grid, and that just adds a shadow. As you can see around the border of it, it just added a shadow. And you can also change the opacity of it, and you can also change the width and the height of it. And this is where your inches will come in. In the first video, I showed that you can change it from I think it's called metric, or millimeters, millimeters to inches and to units, I think it was. And I just have it on inches just because that's just what I use. You can also change the border and the border color, the fill color, and you can also save it once you have a certain grid or template that you want. You can save that as well. So we will go back and then let's delete this one. Hold on. I keep hearing my daughter come down the steps. Oh, there we go. See, sometimes it takes like a second for it to delete. So the next one that we have over here is this arrow that's pointing up. And what this one is you can see the lines that I have drawn on my my monthly. This gives you the straight lines. And if you tap on it, and of course tap on it again when it's selected, you can change the color of it, the thickness. Here is where you would add if you want a solid line or a soft line. As you can see up here at the top, it kind of made it softer looking, and then that's a solid line. You can change how big or little. You can either use your Apple Pencil to change the thickness by scrolling across this line up here, or you can just tap on the line thickness and then add in your own thickness. So let's just say 30.0 and then enter, and it will, well, I don't know why it went that big, but whatever. So you can always, you know, there's multiple ways of changing certain things. And I also have my tapered selected. So as you can see, let's get off of that. If I zoom in on one side, it is smaller than the other side, and that's just it being tapered. You can also change the opacity of it, and stuff like that. Ooh, let's go back down. And this stuff I don't really mess with. Arrow at start, that just shows you an arrow. Arrow in the middle and an arrow at the end. Like I said, I don't mess with those. Ooh, let's see here. Oh, I guess you can add labels to it too. That's pretty cool. I haven't messed with that, but I mean, you can just mess around with it and see what you like. So that's what that one is. It just creates your straight lines for like crossing out stuff, or making like, yeah, just pretty much crossing out stuff. So that's what that one is. Your next tool, which is for me, I have this happy face. This one again is my symbols. You can add in stickers and stuff into this, but like I said, I probably won't use that one as much as I would a sticker book. That's just what I'm used to using in GoodNotes, so that's just what I'm going to use. And then this last one that I have over here, this one is where you can't change this one This one's kind of like an automatic, and this one is all of your saved pins that you have saved with any of these. So it will have all of your favorites saved pins in here. So that's just what that one is. And then down here at the bottom, which is this little like magnifying glass with the Z on it, all that is to zoom in to a certain spot. So if you want to write something that, let's just say, I know my handwriting sucks, but pretty much like GoodNotes, that's what that does. And then you can also erase and all of that, but I never really use that just because I don't find the need to, because I can zoom in so much on my planner that I don't feel the need of that actually even being there. Some people like to use it, but personally for me, I don't, because like I said, you can zoom in so much on ZoomNotes. And yeah, I think that's all the icons that I have. The rest of them is just kind of explanatory. These bottom ones down here, the flags, are like bookmarks. Oh, and these I wanted to show you. This one right here, this icon, the two like squares side by side, what this is I can take two different documents in ZoomNotes and open them up side by side, as you can see here. Now I have my meal planner on one side, and then I have my boho berry, my boho berry actual 2019 planner on the other side. So I can copy and paste things from different planners, and I don't have to close out of one, go back to the other, close out of that one to go back, and all of that. So that's what this one is. And then to just take it off and just go back to your one planner, you just tap on it again and it will take it off. And then the next one is the same thing, but it's just where you have one on top and one on bottom, but I prefer the side by side. So that's just what those are. Let's see, what other tools are in here? Oh, this one, this like paint bucket with the dropper. All that is just to fill a layer. As you can see, it filled one of my boxes. So let's say I want to change this, the 31st to, come on, there we go. And I can just tap on that box, and I don't know if it does it throughout the whole planner, or if you have to, well, I guess it does, but it will fill just that box. I guess if it notices that there is a box, then it'll fill just that box. And also you can change the opacity of it and all of that. So that's what that one is. Let's see. This one is where if you say you add a image and it has a white background. So let me see if I can find, let's see if I can find a image. I know some of these have, see, there we go. So this one has a white background. I am pretty sure that's what this one is for. If you take and draw, just kind of random draw around it. So it's kind of like your crop feature in GoodNotes. So like that. And you can tap on it or tap and hold and click on grab. Well, I'm trying to get it to do it. Oops, undo. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. My cats are fighting, sorry. For some reason I can't get that to do it. No. Okay, but this one is to where you can pretty much kind of like crop the stickers. I just can't get it to do it for some reason. Oh, I think I did have it actually. Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. But anyways, so that's kind of what that one's for. And pretty much the rest of them are just self-explanatory. and I don't really use any of the other ones except for what I already have up here. So actually, I'm going to put that one back as, there we go. I like that one. So that is all the icons in your actual, not the main part of ZoomNotes, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you have any other video requests, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.